Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Mass Effect. In the last episode, we came here to the frozen world of Novaria, and found that in order to reach Major Arc Benezia at the Peak 15 research facility, we need a garage pass in order to leave, because apparently Spectres don't have unlimited jurisdiction here. We were given a lead for finding a garage pass, which was this Turian by the name of Loric Keen, so let's have a little chat with him.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Are you Loric Keen? I heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analaeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analaeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analaeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion? Violence against Mr. Analaeus' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Hanshan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
I'll focus on trying to get your evidence. If I'm lucky, I won't have to fight anyone.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
I must say that Loric Keen is one of my favourite characters in this game. Just like half the stuff he comes out with, he just seems like firstly, genuinely nice guy. If I was Commander Shepard at this bar, I would just sit down and have a drink with him. Happy, just lovely little old Turian he is. But also, he's just really funny. Some of the stuff he says about like a fly in the ointment and stuff like that. And he has more of that if you kind of talk to him about other stuff. He just makes me chuckle. Anyway, this is, the other main route for getting a garage pass if you didn't just kind of betray Obold to Analaeus. And like that last route, there's a lot of kind of potential alternative pathways here. So I'll try and show those off where I can by either describing what happens if you do something or, wherever possible, actually showing the alternative footage to it. Anyway, we need to go for now to the Synthetic Insights office, which is just down here. Through here with this car sign is actually where the garage is, but before we reach the garage, or garage, with a slightly odd American pronunciation, well, of course it's a bloody American game, isn't it? Of course it's American pronunciation. Anyway, if you come to this particular elevator here, this takes us up to Synthetic Insights.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
What are you doing in these offices?
The administrator's orders. Loric Keen is under investigation.
Analaeus is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keen. Analaeus has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Now, this quest, I believe, this particular thing we just did, is bugged, because regardless of whether you resolve that with the kind of you didn't see us, we didn't see you, or not, Analaeus thugs will then turn on you and attack you. There is seemingly... Oh, whoa. Dude got exploded. As far as I'm aware, there is nothing you can do to avoid that. It's just, it will always happen. It's a bit of a kind of shame, because I'm not a dickish guy. I don't mind, like, kind of avoiding confrontation where it happens, but in this quest, it just seems there's no way to do it. Which is slightly sad, but I think is that all of them? I think that's all of them. Anyway, there's some stuff you can get to up here if we decrypt this. Or not. I just completely missed the X button on. Just override it. I've probably got a ton of Omnigel. Actually, how much Omnigel do I have? 47. That's actually not a ton at all. Anyway, if we come through here, come on, there we go. Then there's just some random bits of crap for us. All of these things will be useful. In fairness, you can render any of these down to Omnigel if you actually have a... Bloody hell! Man, I'm sucking today. That wasn't even worth it really in the end, but oh well. Wow, that was a fun office, wasn't it? Entirely worth failing to crack into, and I believe the other two are just sealed. What we're actually looking for is if you come all along this bit here, there's a plant pot that I can walk into apparently. No, this bit down here is specifically Lorik Keen's office. As you can see from the exclamation mark on the map telling you, look over here, look over here. So there's also another wall safe, which I'll try and actually successfully decrypt this time. Oh my, I nearly did, oh my fingers are really numb for some reason. It's not even that cold here, just like, I haven't warmed them up yet, I don't think. This is a medical kit and Lorik Keen's computer, which is what we want. You download the evidence from Lorik Keen's computer. Awesome. And upon doing that, we can then just kind of, well, obviously what we want to do is head back to the hotel to talk to Lorik Keen. But before we can do that, people are here.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
You have me at a disadvantage, Miss...
Oh, now you're gonna show some respect? I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Annaleus would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You're breaking the law for bribe money. You know what we do to dirty cops on my world?
I didn't want to fight them. They fired first.
Well, I don't need a gun to rip you to pieces.
As I say, it's slightly annoying that there's just no way to conclude that first combat safely, but I appear to be... Oh, I was on the floor, that's why I was... I think she's a biotic. She did something... Oh, Jesus, he's got a bloody rocket launcher. I'm just gonna take him... Why have I switched my pistol? I didn't switch my... Oh, well. My pistol's pretty decent anyway. Well. What? Wow. Not gonna lie, a lot of stuff happened. But I think they all died, dude. Singularity. Gotta love it. There's a crate over here, I think. Yes, that has some stuff in it. Awesome. And, oh, what we mostly want to do here is basically just be heading downstairs. Oh, Liara, sending people flying through the air as ever. You'll see I've got some pretty kick-ass weapons now. I've got the Spectre Master Gear line of weapons were available from the Normandy Quartermaster. They're called the Hessamor and the Hessamorper, and they have terrible names that aren't particularly catchy, but they are pretty much... Those line are amongst the best weapons in the game, if you can actually shoot with them properly. Like there, you can nearly get off two... if you wait even a little bit, you can get off 2 shots without overheating, which is kind of great. And they're just... in terms of the weapons we can actually get at the moment, definitely the most accurate and powerful of the Master Gear ones. I think Rex has the shotgun from them or something like that as well. That's us kind of like finished up with the fighting here. There's just a few more things we can do while we're downstairs. Is grab this, and then decrypt the computer. This is what you actually really want to do, because rather than just giving you a bit of random stuff, this gives you... To the attention of Administrator Annaleus, a man named Goroth is looking for information on the whereabouts of one of our freighters. He believes his brother's ship may have been attacked by privateers while travelling through the Strenuous system. Investigation pending. And that gives us the mission, I believe it's UNC privateers. And that's just about kind of wrapped up here. So, now I just need to leave and head back to the hotel where Lorik Keen is. But, along the way...
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
It's probably Annaleus' thugs ripping the place apart.
Smartass, huh? That's fine. I can work with that. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
So now, we actually have, for a change on a Novaria, another choice we can make. We can head back to the hotel and talk to Keen or Parasini, or we can actually go straight to Administrator Annaleus. And if we do that...
I've acquired Keen's evidence of your misconduct. Let's talk.
Mr. Keen is under criminal investigation. You cannot believe any fabrications he would spin in his defense.
Calm down. I don't care about your petty crimes.
What are you proposing, then? That question is not an admission of guilt.
Give me what I need to find the matriarch, and I'll leave the evidence with you.
If this evidence proved an actual crime, I would be a fool not to accept your deal. You need a pass to enter our garage. As a gesture of goodwill, I will provide one. Novaria prizes its good relations with the Citadel.
which provides us with another means of getting a kind of garage pass, but like with the one with Opold, I don't like the feeling that I've helped Administrator Ananias. He's an unpleasant, slimy person, and I'd like to fuck him over given the chance, so let's head up to the hotel bar. So up here, Lorik Keene is over there, Gianna Parasini is by the bar, but we're actually not going to talk to either of them because there's just some quick stuff we can polish off here before we're done. Because if we come upstairs, there is, where's it gone? There's a computer somewhere. There's a bounty hunter there that we saw earlier, last episode in a vision, but he's again not the one we're after. There is, through here are a couple of interesting things that are worth noting for in case you chose different routes to me. There is this terminal, which isn't what I was talking about just then, but this is useful because if we decrypt it... Not sure if you'll receive this, Doctor, but it is imperative you find a way to the safe location. Your history with our organization has been leaked. Your base in the Newton system is no longer secure. I repeat, make your way to the safe location immediately. And that gives us, I believe it's UNC Doctor at Risk. And then there's the security control system, which, if you activate it, I'm not going to because it's just... Oh, fine, I'll just do it anyway. No, I'm not. If you deactivate that thing, that disables the security on the Synthetic Insights office and lets you in. Basically, if you just choose for whatever reason not to talk to Lorik Keene first, you can just break into the office yourself, get the evidence by decrypting Keene's computer, and then either give it to Ananias or to Parasini. You don't have to have talked to Lorik Keene. It's a complicated mess, this mission, and as such, it's about to get more complicated.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Novaria Internal Affairs.
Why is an internal affairs agent here?
The executive board knows about Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keene to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
I need Keene's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
In the long run, it is better to remove the source of the problem.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
All right. I'll talk to Keene and see if I can convince him.
Thank you. You know where I work. Come talk to me once you know if he'll play ball.
So, again, you're presented with a choice. You can just give the evidence to Lorik Keene without mentioning any of Gianna's stuff. Just give the evidence directly to him. He will give you his garage pass. But, as I said, I want to fuck over Ananias given the chance, and Gianna seems nice enough, so let's help her out. So let's talk to Keene.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
So if you say it's done, that just gives it to him. But if you say testify against Ananias...
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Ananias.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it? I have no interest in a public spectacle.
And here, you can only convince him to help you and Gianna if you either have a strong enough Intimidate or Charm, which fortunately, I do.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Ananias' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
If these executives don't blame Ananias for provoking this, they're fools. You should eat them.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
And now here's a useful thing that's worth pointing out at this point. That, as you saw, earned me a colossal 24 Paragon points. And here we see an extremely interesting glitch. Talk to Lorik Keene again.
Been contacted regarding our arrangement yet? Are things in hand?
Mention Matriarch Benezia.
Did you see an Asari matriarch recently?
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives with a guard detail of commandos.
Then select another question.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions. I should write a book about it while I have the time to spare.
Then go on. Oh, testify against Ananias. Let's get through some of this because we've already seen it. Charm him again. And the entire whole thing happens again. And you get 24 Paragon points. You can do that as many times as you want. It's great. And you can just do that to pretty much farm, charm, or intimidate points as long as your skill is high enough, unlimitedly, which is great. One final thing as well with Lorik Keene is, if you say goodbye to him, he comes out with possibly one of my favourite lines of dialogue in the entire game.
I should let you go.
Let me go. Do humans consider conversation a form of imprisonment? That would explain why so few are willing to sit and talk.
That's what I mean when I just say I love how Lorik Keane speaks about, like, the phrases he uses and the way he uses them wrong and stuff like that. He just deeply amuses me. Anyway, our next kind of target is, of course, now we're armed with evidence, a Turian who's willing to testify, and an internal affairs agent on our side, head towards Administrator Analaeus' office. Once here, you have two choices. You can talk to Gianna Parasini first, or you can talk to Administrator Analaeus first. And I think it's better to talk to Analaeus first in terms of kind of the stuff you get out of him in the end. So let's go on and just do that. Good one. That was a terrible transition. I suck at this.
I am in the middle of 9 things, all of them annoying. What do you want now?
What you can actually do here as well is go on Gianna is investigating you. Yeah, you get a chance to pretty much betray every character you know and like to Analaeus at some point, and if you select that one...
Your secretary is a plant for the executive board. Internal affairs, she said.
That is good to know. Would you mind stepping outside? I'm afraid I will have to let Miss Parasini go. It can't wait. Your mind has not been fully on your duty to me.
I don't understand, sir.
I'm not losing this job.
Analaeus, if I don't report in, the board will figure it out. Put the weapon...
I said I'm not losing this job!
Mother of... Corporal, secure the area. Keep everyone out of here, now!
Yes, ma'am.
What happened here, Commander Shepard?
I told Analaeus that Gianna was internal affairs. I thought it would pressure him into helping me.
Well, not everyone responds to fear rationally. I didn't think Analaeus-sama was this tightly wound. Excuse me, Commander. The death of an executive must always be filed in triplicate.
And yeah, that escalates quickly. But yes, that's a very messy outcome, so we won't go for that. Instead, we will just tell him that we have Lorik's evidence.
I've acquired Keene's evidence of your misconduct. Let's talk.
Mr. Keene is under criminal investigation. You cannot believe any fabrications he would spin in his defense.
Mr. Analaeus, all I care about is finding Venezia. Is that something you can help me with?
You need a pass to enter our garage. As a gesture of goodwill, I will provide one. Noveria prizes its good relations with the Citadel.
We could have saved time by beating him into cooperation.
I trust you will attend to your own business now.
That's my plan. Goodbye, Mr. Analaeus.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
So that gets us a brilliant line of dialogue from Rex, as well as just some extra experience, and now we can then dick him over by talking to Gianna.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keene has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
I'll leave you to your work.
I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
And as you can see, that gets us more experience points and some Paragon points, and also, it's just deeply satisfying to have beaten Analaeus at his own annoying, shitey corporate game. So that's all well and good. And that about concludes what we want to get done for this episode. I'm surprised it's taken 2 episodes to leave Port Hanshan, but I suppose there's been a lot of alternative footage and stuff like that. But we have now got a garage pass, finally. So that's what we'll be getting on with in the next 2 episodes. We will finally be leaving this place and heading out to the Peak 15 research facility to investigate what Matriarch Venezia has been up to out there. So thanks very much for watching. I've been the Doctor with the Infamous Gentleman, and this has been Mass Effect. Good day.